It's the morning show with Eric Von Hessler. That's me. I'm Eric Von Hessler, but I'm not alone. I'm joined by my comrades in arm, Autumn Fisher.
Hello.
And Michael Albanese.
Hey.
I feel silly.
Eric.
I should have said comrades in arms, not in arm. Comrades in arms, both of you. Whatever that means, you're both there. Greg Russ is
both
also
Russian.
Greg Russ also here. Look at him over there.
Look at him.
buddy.
Look at
Say-
him go drinking the
I'm
coffee.
not a comrade.
You're a comrade.
You wouldn't trust me in a war, in the battle.
Are
I'd ditch
kidding
you.
me? Are you kidding me? You're the guy.
That
I want.
grenade would come and I would run.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't jump on it.
No, you wouldn't. You would save my life. You would take a bullet for me, Greg Rush. You just don't know it. You just don't know how loyal you are to me. You would take I want you in a foxhole with me. Not because you'd do me any good, but before we died, we'd have some really funny conversation, and then we get bombed
That's
out of
true.
the foxhole.
And if I were in a foxhole with you and someone came in with a gun and they tried to kill us, I'd destroy that person.
Yes, you would.
That anger that has been building up for years, it's been repressed since I was 21.
Yes.
For 11 years now. It's there.
It would all come
And
out.
it's going to come out when it's needed.
You would tear that guy's face off.
I would. And then I'd wear it.
Wow.
See, that speaks to your own personal psychology. Really not necessary in that
Would you
situation.
just-
I'd wear it back to his camp so his fellow soldiers would think it was him.
You'd be a double agent.
And then I would
You get
destroy them.
inside,
And then I'd pass out the faces of everyone else in
Yeah.
that to my guys, and that's how we'd continue on.
you would keep marching forward because everyone would welcome you into their camp, the enemy camp, because you'd be wearing their faces of their friends.
Yes.
Now, they might say,
How
hey,
come no one's ever thought of that?
well, they might say, how come John gained 100 pounds or something? I mean, your body might not look exactly the same.
You look like Edgar from Men in Black 1.
Yeah.
He's wearing an Edgar suit.
So it's
Was that
the,
Vincent D'Onofrio, my friend? Did he play Edgar?
No, that's the guy from Full Metal Jacket.
No, he was in Men in Black.
Wait,
think it
Vincent.
is
Old
Vince
Vince D'Onofrio.
No.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio. A lot of people don't realize
The sugar water guy?
Yeah.
No, I thought
Yes.
that was the guy from Full Metal Jacket.
because that's Vincent D'Onofrio.
No, it's not.
You're talking
It
about
is.
You didn't know that? I just found this out like 4 weeks ago. It blew my mind because I love the tilty-headed guy. That's the way most people know him. Which Law and Order is it?
Criminal Intent.
Criminal Intent. So he's the tilty-headed guy, Vincent D'Onofrio, on that. And I did not know that he was the fat kid who ends up shooting the dude in Full
Wait.
Metal Jacket. But he is.
Okay, wait. Okay, what about in the breakup with Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, you're
No,
out of my
no,
range.
that's that guy.
Who's that guy? I
Well,
thought
the
he
other
was.
one.
He's known as
Vince.
Not.
No,
Vincent
there's
D'Onofrio.
3 brothers in that movie, and the older
I know.
brother, right? And he wants all of this information from Vince Vaughn, and he can't get it from him. And I thought that was the Full Metal Jacket guy.
No.
Vince Vaughn. That's the breakup guy.
No, but there's like his brother.
Oh,
Oh boy,
I saw that movie once.
yeah. It's been on
Again,
TV.
it's too bad there isn't a
Snooze
place
fest.
like imdb.com where we can find this out in a quarter of a second. We'll just have to
The
wait till our next trip
break.
to the Library of Congress.
Yeah, we need the bandwidth. I can't risk looking anything up.
Well,
or
that's true.
Ustream's going to crap out.
Well, I have a theory.
I'm friends with them, by the way. I just want to say.
That's two. It's a
dropper.
couple shows this week that you have dropped
two
Vincent
shows,
D'Onofrio's
yeah.
name. And is this something? Are you trying to get back? Do you have his number? Let's give him a call.
I do have his phone
You do
number.
have his cell phone number, don't you?
I do.
Well,
Call
why don't we
Vince.
give him a call? Because I think Vincent D'Onofrio is awesome. I like Criminal Intent. Some people don't like the tilty-headed detective.
It's
They think
the
he tilts his
same
head too
guy.
much. But I like him a lot, and I want him to play in a reboot of Columbo. Wouldn't he be perfect? Columbo was the first tilty-headed detective.
Let me
on TV.
send him a text, and we'll see what he says. I'll tell you, I did text
Vinny,
him
what
once. I said, "Hey, Vince, how's it going?" He wrote back, "Don't know who this is," with a question mark at the end. It's more of a statement.
Did you
Don't know
say
who this
something back?
is.
Right.
No, I left it alone at that point
Aw.
because then he changes his number. If you
Right.
push it,
If you
and
keep
I can't
pushing
brag
it.
about it.
Man,
I pushed Hall
yeah.
Oates way too far.
Hall and Oates?
Yeah, Hall and Oates.
You had both of their cell phones?
No, actually, I only had John Oates, but I like to.
How did you get John Oates' cell phone number?
Which one is John Oates?
Well, he
The
used
one
to
who's
have the
not Daryl
mustache.
Hall.
The other
I always
one?
thought when I was a kid, I thought Hall & Oates was the name of the band was just like guys with bags of oats on their back walking up a hill. That was Hall & Oates. I was like, why don't you get a fucking truck? Like, why are you hauling all these oats
Hall and
around?
Oates.
Even as a kid, practical me.
Hall and Oates. I think we might have a name for the show. Hall and Oates. So how did you get John Oates' cell phone?
He did an interview at the radio station. It was like some courtesy thing because he had a solo album and no radio station was going to play it. Like, yeah, bring him in. Let's
First
do
of
an
all-
interview and put it on the internet because that's where everything goes when it sucks.
First of
like
all-
this show.
Oh.
John Oates
Just
was
kidding.
a very important part of Hall & Oates. He wasn't just the other guy. That's not
I
true
know
at all.
that. I
He
know
was-
that. Don't you
they-
tell
They're
me.
both kind of the other guy.
No, Daryl Hall sang most of the hits, but John Oates was, he was he's like the Keith Richards of that, like the Rolling Stones. He's like the band leader.
You're out of touch.
But Daryl Hall had the string of hits. But Hall & Oates were together for a good long time before they had the first hit. So they've been around a long time. John Oates is legitimate, goddammit. He's not just there. He didn't just meet Daryl Hall. Although it was embarrassing because they had like 5, 6, 7 hits in a row.
Yeah.
And then they went ahead and said, okay, we're going to release one of John's songs. And that one didn't.
What was
That
his
one
song?
didn't take off. I
you
can't
remember?
remember. I remember it was in like 84, 85. What is that you're looking
There's
at?
just a really awesome picture. That's my favorite picture of Hall & Oates where they're all made up.
Yeah, they look like ladies.
Yeah.
That was before they got famous. That was like the 70s. I think I think their first hit was when they redid the is it Righteous Brothers? That was God, why can't I think of their it's not. It's just a
Private
statement.
Eyes? I'm pretty
No,
sure that's
Private
I'm just kidding.
Private Eyes.
Their first hit was probably "You're a Bitch Girl," and then they had Sarah, and then whatever. But they had a big. Was it Righteous Brothers? Who did they cover? You've Lost That Love and Feeling.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. No.
And that was John Oates with that guitar. Bam, bam, bam.
Make my dreams come true.
That is not it. That's not. No, that's
I'm
not
pretty
the
sure that's
song.
the Righteous Brothers.
Is that?
I'm pretty sure that's
No.
Hall & Oates.
I don't know. You guys are confusing me.
Now we join public address
Who's
announcer
this?
Dan Baker.
It's John Oates singing the national anthem since we were doing
Let's
that.
see how he does.
Please rise and remove your hats. Here
It's with
to
the metal
honor
background.
America
Yeah.
with the singing
America!
of our national
Could you
anthem.
guys allow the audio
From
to
the
play?
number
What,
one
we have to hear this
selling
part?
duo of all time.
Number one selling duo of
Hall
all
&
time.
Oates, Philadelphia's own.
Stop for 1 second.
John Oates.
You can't stop it. I have to challenge this. Simon and Garfunkel. They
what I
sold
was
more
thinking
than
too, yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes, of course they did.
All right. I guess they had more hits. Simon and Garfunkel only had
We're
a
not
couple
talking about the
hits.
quality of the music. We're talking about sales.
Yeah. They went on a run.
That's what I do when I get panic attack. I just listen to that song.
It's a great night for us all to come together. Philadelphia, will you join me in singing the national anthem?
Hold on, pause it. Can
All
I
right,
guess?
now he's
can
trying
I
to get
guess-
cover.
Can I guess what Philadelphia reacts? Fuck you!
He got a good reaction. That was good. No
Where's-
batteries were thrown at his head.
Where's Daryl?
Where's the other guy?
Oh, say, can you see?
He can sing.
By the dawn's
early in the
early
song.
light, was so proudly we hailed.
Oh, I don't like that vibrato.
It's not a vibrato. He's just shaking his head.
It's just windy.
Shaking your fist.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars
You know what? He's keeping it inside of his range.
through the
The synth to kick in.
perilous fight.
Because we're a man eater.
O'er
Yeah.
the ramparts we watched was so gallantly streamed.
How old is he?
Here we go.
Here we go.
And the rocket's red glare.
He's
Okay.
staying
That's
inside
good.
of it.
He went falsetto.
There it went.
He knows what he's doing.
The bombs
He got a
Pro.
cheers in Philly. That's impressive. Santa Claus doesn't get cheers.
They were cheering for the fireworks.
Ooh, pretty lights.
played through.
Okay, so that brings us to the other.
I can't go for that.
national
Why did
anthem.
Daryl Hall do it?
No
Did
can do.
he? I wish we could compare Daryl Hall actually doing the national anthem somewhere.
Garfunkel. Pete, what's his name?
All right,
Peter
are we all ready?
Garfunkel? I don't know his first
God.
name. What's his first name?
Hold on.
Steve Garfunkel.
Yay!
This is called Lewis. Oh God, this is
So
old.
fast.
This has been around forever.
Oh, and
So
then
good,
the
though.
Oates one hasn't been.
You see, and the rockets.
Hold on a second. Now, was that a real edit, or did he just jump to that part of the
was an
song?
edit.
It was edited.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I know it's old, but ain't a chance you get to play it. You
No,
need to do
no,
it.
it is without a doubt the worst known public singing.
I don't know.
of-
Roseanne Barr did a pretty good hack
Yeah,
job.
That
but
was
she
parody.
did it as comedy,
Yeah.
and then people got pissed off that
We
she
need
did it as
to
comedy.
isolate that uh-oh and just have it played for us every once
See,
in a
you
while.
think of the uh-oh.
I love
from
the uh-oh.
shit.
When I hear uh-oh, I think of the space shuttle blowing up because right before it
Oh,
blows
really?
up, one of the people see the fire and they go, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I
Ruh-roh.
like my reference better. Mine seems more
What?
fun than yours.
Yeah, mine's a little tragic.
Yours is really dark. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
It just feels such a childish reaction to such a phenomenal
Uh-oh.
event. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
At 4 years old, I knew how to react to the space shuttle blowing up. Uh-oh.
Do you think that through all the languages there's an uh-oh?
Yes, I know in certain areas of Africa it's
Which areas are those, Eric?
Western Africa, dummy.
The South.
I think that's pretty funny.
People go like, Dumpe. Oh, Dumpe. Dumpe, there's a problem. Dumpe.
Satui.
I think in Germany they just go, oh no.
No.
No, that might be Japan. Oh no.
Oh no, it's a problem.
Popo.
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 Uh-oh, Popo.
Popo.
Popo, look out.
I think I'm gonna bail.
is
I
this
think I'm
racist?
leaving.
You don't like this conversation?
Yeah.
You have nothing to add to this? Is what you're saying? You have no.
I'm not a racist man.
Oh,
We're not being
you're
racist.
above us. That's what it is.
I am.
We're brainstorming on what uh-oh could be in other countries.
Yeah.
In other languages.
Through racism.
How is that racist?
We're not saying that they're dumb.
Back up your accusation, sir.
Not saying someone's dumb.
Because I was being Asian in that way.
Oh
I didn't say Godzilla. I said there's a problem.
Big wide eyes.
Oh, look out.
Holy moly.
All right, now that's racist.
Oh, shit.
Why is that? Why is that
All right,
racist?
well,
by
not
the way?
racist. Okay, so racist is something different, right? Racist is when you actually do something against somebody else, but like being biased. We're being biased.
Stereotyping is what we're doing.
Stereotyping. Oh no, stereotype.
So I wanted to bring up. I
Sorry.
think that perhaps I know you're trying to be racial.
That brings us to our first news story. Asians are silly.
I wanted to bring up, with Ustream, I think we're doing all right so far this week. I think we've had an okay situation.
Don't
going
jinx
on.
it.
I don't
Yeah.
want to jinx it, but I'm thinking it might not be Ustream. It might be my fault. I think that something's weird is happening with my internet because I think I'm a criminal and I think I might be going to internet jail pretty soon, which
Why
I don't
is
know what
that?
that.
Hopefully.
I don't know where the internet jail is.
Finally,
But,
we can get Mike.
You're already in it. It's
on
house
radio.
arrest.
Yes,
Yeah.
You're like, no bigs.
I got an abuse complaint from my
Neighbor.
cable internet provider, and apparently Paramount Pictures was upset. And I'm putting things together where somehow magically my 16-year-old makes every movie available to me.
Magic.
And I never questioned
Way to
it.
date yourself. You still believe it as magic.
I never questioned it. Plausible deniability. If it's good for the president, it's good for the president of this household. That's how I feel.
You know that's how the show is delivered to everyone's magic.
Yes, it is
Anyone
magic.
listening right now.
A little F&M.
It's a little bit of
Hey, you're going. I could be going to jail soon, and you're laughing because I got this thing as like basically, it says abuse at charter.net or something, and immediately I'm thinking of every bit of porn I've looked at for the last month. Like, was anything? I mean, she looked
That
like
was
she
for research.
She seemed 18. I don't know. So,
You
but
could go
I
to
opened
jail
it up.
for tranny porn?
Wouldn't it be funny if it was just, hey, there's
It's
nothing
more- it's just
legally
moral
wrong.
jail.
There's nothing legally wrong with what you're looking at, but we just want to let you know it's freaky. No, but it was Paramount Pictures. Put in something to them that something had been downloaded, and so I immediately go to my son and I'm just like, I think we need to stop doing whatever it is that you
Right.
might be doing, and it's funny because he has no respect for it. He's treating it like I'm totally overreacting. And come on, Dad, everybody knows they just send those emails. They don't do anything. I said, well, you know what? They pick one or two assholes a year to go after just to make an example of everyone else. So I don't think I'm overreacting to say that we should stop doing that. Whatever that is. Not that I ever knew that it was even going on.
Well, why is he downloading? You can just stream everything.
I think it was just a couple that he downloaded. Right, we have the streaming services, free TV
Projectfree.tv.
There you go. And I
the
think
splash page on that site, there's a happy family watching TV.
that's right.
The girl looks like a Cro-Magnon girl.
She's not very pretty. is what you're saying.
There's something wrong with the
She's been
proportion of her
inside.
head.
She's been inside watching television too long.
Yeah.
She hasn't been outside.
That's what happens when you stare at the TV too long.
So that was my morality to my 16-year-old. If we're going to get things for free and we're going to steal it, stream it from now on. Don't download it because I don't need any more. It's just weird to open up your email and see
Scary.
abuse at charter.net. I'm like, oh my God. What has Greg been doing when I was at Chick-fil-A? That was my first question. And then I found out
It's always put onto me.
'cause
Like
you're
the time
fun.
you drove
fun.
past through the stop sign and the bus put out, and you blamed it on me.
I always stop for school buses, and you've been using my car a lot, so I assumed it must have been you. I'm sorry for that. You're right. I apologize for that. Turned
I
out it
can't
was
believe
me.
you paid it so like freely.
I pay things. Man. I don't need trouble from the authorities. As much as I go off on the government and everything, I'm a libertarian. When my taxes are done, my order is add $100 that I can pay because I
Add?
would gladly
You're nuts.
pay $100 more than I need to than to be any red flag anywhere. Greg's gone through this recently with the IRS. You do not want these assholes coming into your life. $100 protection money.
They didn't do anything.
No,
It's
it
not
was
like
all
it was
you.
an audit.
You were trying to steal from your government, and they caught you.
It's only $12,000
Yeah.
that I didn't report. So what? And it took them over a year to find me out. Then I got a notice in the mail and said,
They
"Is this
find
true?
you.
Did you make this money?" And I said, "Yeah, I did." The end. I paid them. There was a little bit of interest, but the interest rate's so low. Everyone, don't pay your taxes. You don't need to because the interest rate's low. Just take your time, pay them off.
Yeah, but I mean, you can get in trouble, over time if you don't pay it off like any other bill. They ruin your credit, right?
No, they just put you on a payment plan.
Yeah, but you got to pay that.
Yeah.
Is the point? And if you
Same
don't pay
thing.
that, then your credit gets screwed. So,
Just pay that.
As we talk about
well, you
this,
realize
the
this
bandwidth is low.
compounds. This
As soon as we start talking, the bandwidth is low.
Oh,
see,
abuse.
this becomes compounding though, Michael. If
Someone's
you do,
on upstairs.
If you do year after year after year, then 5 years later, you're paying payment plans on 5 years. It becomes difficult to keep up
fully
with
aware
everything.
of it, then you just stop.
I think we need to just get rid of taxes altogether. We
Absolutely.
don't need
Fair tax.
the fire department. Overrated.
Fair tax.
You know.
When was the
Let
last
the
time
house
you needed
burn
the fire
down.
Hey, the
department?
volunteer fire departments do just fine.
That's right.
We don't need the
Fair
paid
tax.
guys.
Somebody's got-
Fair tax. Fair tax.
What does that even mean?
Do you know the fair tax?
I know the fair tax. It's so you could never pass because it's too complicated. You try to explain the damn thing to people. Okay, well, at the end of the year, there will be an IRS, and they will send checks back to you for the things that you. It's
No, it's a
ridiculous.
prepayment.
Just lower the tax rates as
It's a
much as you can
prepayment.
on everybody.
No, it's a
I know
prepayment.
it's a prepay. It's hard to explain. It's got to
I
be
just did.
something.
It's a prepay.
No, that's not enough.
Questions?
That's not
Anyone?
enough.